Now let us discuss about the pollination. So in the preceding classes we have discussed about the male and the female reproductive organs and how they are produced respectively, right? So as we know that the male and the female reproductive organs are non-motile, right? So they are non-motile, they are not possible to move from one place to another place, right? So they have to brought together for the process of fertilization. Now how this fertilization process is achieved? So this has to be achieved by the process of pollination. That means the fertilization to be occurred, that means the fertilization should be achieved, they have to undergo the pollination. Now what do you mean by pollination? So it is nothing but the transfer of pollen grain, from the anther to the stigma. So what will happen here? The pollen grain will be transferred from the anther to the stigma. So if I am taking the anther, this is the bilobed anther, this is the filament. So this anther which is having a pollen grain. So this is the receptive surface. So this is the style and this is the ovary. Okay. So this pollen grain has been transferred to the stigma. So that is known as pollination. So as we know that in the flowering plants, so we have so many flowering plants, right? So these flowering plants have been evolved a wonderful adaptation to achieve pollination. So they have evolved to achieve the pollination process. So this pollination can be occurred through a pollinating agent. Some of the pollinating agents are required to undergo the pollination. So we will discuss what are the pollinating agents in a later. So now as the depending upon the source of the pollen, so depending upon the source of the pollen, the pollination of different types. So first one is autogamy, second one is allogamy, so third one is getinogamy, right? So autogamy, it is also called as self-pollination. So allogamy, which is also called as cross-pollination. Getinogamy is the other type of pollination. We will discuss one by one. Now we will discuss what you mean by autogamy. So auto means it is self, gamy means nothing but the what? It is nothing but the gametes. Here what will happen? So here the transfer of pollen grain, it is a transfer of pollen grain from the anther, to the stigma of a same flower. So this is the transfer of pollen grain from the anther to the stigma of a same flower. So if I am taking, I'll write the diagram, I'll just stop this one. So here So you can see here. So So here you can see here the transfer of the pollen grain. So this pollen grain has been transferred to the stigma of the same flower. So if I am taking, this is the flower, this is a plant. So what will happen? The pollination will be taken place in the single flower. So this single flower, which is of this autogamy, is quite possible in the monoecious and the bisexual plants. What do you mean by bisexual? So it is nothing but the male and the female organ are present in the same flower. Bisexual means it is nothing but the male and the female sex organs are present in the same flower. So it is quite possible in the bisexual flower. So that is nothing but the autogamy. Understood? Autogamy is nothing but the transfer of pollen grain from the anther to the stigma of a same flower. Anther to the stigma of the same flower. Understood? So examples for these are pea plant and the rice and wheat. So these are the examples. Now we will discuss about the cross pollination or allogamy. So allogamy can be also called as cross pollination. So here what will happen? The transfer of pollen grain. I will draw the diagram and we will write the definition afterwards. Okay. You can see here. So it is the transfer of pollen grain. It is the transfer of pollen grain from the anther of a one flower to the stigma of the another flower of a same plant. So here, understood? From the anther to the stigma of a different flowers of a same plant. So that is nothing but cross pollination. It is nothing but cross pollination. So we can also tell that, so there is the cross pollination can be like this also. So the transfer of pollen grain, from the anther of a one plant to the stigma of the another plant of a same species. These two plants have a same species, so they will undergo cross pollination. So this cross pollination, which is also called as xenogamy. It's also called as xenogamy. Now, so what is the definition here? The transfer of pollen grain from the anther of a one plant to the stigma of another plant or same plant with Same plant of same species. Of a same species. You can got to know that. So this is the transfer of pollen grain from the anther of the one plant to the stigma of the another plant. So this is called as allogamy, or the anther of the one flower to the stigma of the another flower of the same plant. It is also called as allogamy. It is also defined as a xenogamy. Now, as we are discussing, that is another type of called as getinogamy, right? Getinogamy. So this getinogamy is also a cross pollination. It is also a cross pollination. What will happen here? So the transfer of pollen grain, from the anther of one flower to the stigma of the another flower of a same species, of the same plant, of the one plant. So the pollination will be goes on. That is known as getinogamy. So this getinogamy is genetically they are similar to autogamy, but the function will be like that in the cross pollination. So they will undergo the functions of cross pollination. So getinogamy is also a cross pollination as well as a autogamy. So that is about the getinogamy. Now this is about the types, right? Now we will discuss about what are the modifications are required to practice the self pollination. So what are the modifications are required to practice the self pollinations? So modifications to adapt, so practice the self pollination. So first one is homogamy. So what do you mean homogamy? Homogamy is nothing but here the carpel, so and the stigma will mature at the same time. They will mature at the same time. As we are discussing, this autogamy will be quite possible in the bisexual flowers, right? So in bisexual flowers, so the male and the female reproductive organ are present in a single flower where they will mature at the same time. Understood? This androecium and the gynoecium will be mature at the same time. That is nothing but the homogamy. So understood? That is nothing but the homogamy. So second one is cleistogamy. Next is cleistogamy. So cleistogamy is the condition where what will happen? So here the sex organs are enclosed in the flowers. They are not at all open. So if you see this, so here the sex organs are enclosed in the flower. That means they are not at all open. So they will ensure the self-pollination. So this condition will ensure the self-pollination. So example for this are Commelina and the groundnut. Understood? Next one is the Chasmogamous. So Chasmogamous, in this condition what will happen? Here the sex organs are open. So this here the flowers, that means the sex organs are open. So as we all know that in the normal plant, so what will happen in the normal plant? The anther and the stigma are exposed. They are exposed. So by that time, the autogamy, that means the complete autogamy will be rare. So it will be rare. By that time, what will happen? To undergo autogamy process, they have to synchronize. They have to synchronize. What do you mean by synchronize? That means they have to understand themselves. That means there will be an understanding between with the pollen grain. They were released to the receptive stigma. So these pollen and the stigma have to get to understand. So they have to synchronize themselves to undergo self-pollination. That condition, that means if the sex organs are open, that condition is called as chasmogamous. So these are the modification of the self-pollination. Now we will discuss about the what are all the conditions are required for the self-pollinations. So these are the modification. Now we will discuss about the conditions. Conditions for self-pollination. So as we know that to undergo self-pollination, the flower should be what? They should be bisexual. That means the sex organ should be there in the same flower. That means male and the female sex organ should be present at the same flower. That is the first point. So next is they have to synchronize. So they have to understand themselves too. That means if the pollen is released on the stigmatic receptivity, they have to synchronize should be needed. That means they have to get synchrony is necessary. So third one is, so to undergo self-pollination, the anther and the stigma should lie close to each other. So they have to lie each other to undergo self-pollination. If it is far away, that means the self-pollination little bit impossible, right? So they have to be lie very near. So the anther and the stigma should lie close to each other. So next point is, so as I told, in bisexual flowers, the androgen, the sex organs will be mature at the same time. So the maturation should be needed. They have to mature at the same time to undergo self-pollination. So these are the conditions for the self-pollination. So bisexual, the flower should be bisexual. If the flowers are exposed, anther and the pollen are exposed, so what will, if the anther and the stigma, if they are exposed, they have to undergo synchrony. They have to understand to release, the pollen should release on the stigmatic surface. So they have to undergo the synchrony. They have to understand themselves. So next is the anther and the stigma should lie to each other. So they have to lie to each other to undergo self-pollination. So the maturation, next is the maturation. So these are the conditions and the modification of the self-pollination. Now we will discuss about what are the advantages and disadvantages of the self-pollination. So here the flowers doesn't require any device to practice, to attract the pollinating agents. So the flowers, they doesn't require any device. So in such as nectar or the fragrance or the scent what they are producing. So that the colorful petals, they are not at all required to undergo to attract the agents. So they doesn't require any devices. So that doesn't require any devices. Here what will happen? So they will maintain the pure lines. So they will maintain the pure lines because so the pollination will be going place in between. That means in one of the flower, means the pollination is going to take place in the single flower. So there will be a maintenance of the pure lines. The rays, the parental rays will be maintained in the pure lines. That means the purity of the character will be maintained. So that is the advantages. To undergo pollinations, what they require? The pollen grains. Here, they don't require that much. Then a large number of pollen grains are not at all required. Here, the small amount. That means some of the pollen grains are required for the pollination, right? So, here, not pollen grains are not required in large number. Doesn't require in large number. So these are the advantages. So in disadvantages, what will happen? So the pollination which is going to take place in the single flower, so there will be a other varieties not at all produced, right? So the flowers will give rise to the same flower. Here, so that is the one disadvantage. That means they won't give the new character. So new character doesn't produce, are not produced from the self-pollination. Second one, as they are maintain the pure lines. So they are maintain the pure lines, they will decrease the immunity. So they will decrease the immunity. So that means there will be a immunity will be less to the diseases. So they will decrease the immunity to the diseases. And also it will be decrease the vigors of the race. Means it will decrease the vigors of the race. That means the strength and the good health has been decreased in the race. So that is the advantages and the disadvantages. So this is about the self-pollination. Now, and this self-pollination, autogamy and the modification and the conditions are very important. They may ask for 1 marks, 2 marks. What do you mean by plasmogamous condition? What do you mean by cleistogamy? What do you mean by homogamy? So what do you mean by self-pollination? All these are important. They may ask for 1 mark and the 2 marks. They may ask advantages. So what are the advantages of self-pollination and the cross advantages and disadvantages of the self-pollination? Now we will discuss about the outbreeding devices. Outbreeding devices, or it is also called as contrivances for cross-pollination. For cross-pollination. So it is very much important. They may ask for 2 marks and 3 marks in the PU board exams. It is very much important. So they will ask what do you mean by outbreeding devices. So they may ask for 1 marks and what are all the devices which are used in the outbreeding. So to inhibit the pollination of self to autogamy, like that they may ask. So this is about the outbreeding and the contrivances for cross-pollination. It is very much important. So there are some of the devices. They are, first one is dicliny, so which is also called as unisexuality. So also called as unisexuality. Second one is the self-sterility. Self-sterility or self-incompatibility. Incompatibility. Third one is dichogamy. Fourth one is hetero style. Next one is hercogamy. So these are the devices, outbreeding devices. So here, why outbreeding devices is necessary? So here what will happen, you have to get to know that this thing. So most of the flowers, they will prefer the cross pollination. So they will prefer the cross pollination than the self pollination. Why? Because so if they undergo cross pollination, the survival rate will be more than the self pollination. That is why they are prefer the cross pollination. To encourage, to enhance the cross pollination, so they have to undergo these things, right? So that is why, to avoid the self pollination, that means the self pollination which will leads to the what? Inbreeding depression. So that means if they have the continuation pollination, so which leads to inbreeding depressions. To avoid self pollination, so what do you mean by inbreeding? Inbreeding depression, they may ask 1 marks. What do you mean by inbreeding depressions? Which is also important for the point of view of the exam. So it is the pollination, self pollination. That means continuation of self pollination, which leads to inbreeding depression. So to avoid self pollination, to encourage the cross pollination, so the flowers have been adapted themselves. They have overcome certain adaptation to encourage the self pollination. What are those things? We will discuss one by one. Dicliny or the unisexuality. It is nothing but the formation of sex organs. That means in the different flowers, the male and the female organs are separate. So they are not in the same flower. That is are unisexual. That is called as unisexuality. So next is self-sterility or the self-incompatibility. Here what will happen in self-sterility? So as we know that the pollen does not germinate. So here what will happen in self-sterility? The pollen doesn't germinate on the stigma of the same flower. So if it is the stigma, if the pollen grains falls on the stigma, so what will happen? The pollen germination doesn't occur. To overcome that, so to overcome the self-pollination, so they have undergone the self-sterility or the self-incompatibility. That means the pollen doesn't germinate on stigma on the same flower. So that is about the self-sterility or self-incompatibility. Next is dichogamy. Dichogamy is the reproductive organ. The androecium and the gynoeciums are mature in the different time. Di means two, gamma means it is a gametes, right? So here what will happen? So this is of two types, protoandry and protogyny. So here what will, as I told, so androecium and the gynoecium will be mature at the different time. So this dichogamy is of two types, protoandry and the protogyny. In protoandry, so the anthers will first mature. So anther will be mature at the first and the stigma of the same flower. That means the stigma, if it is mature, the pollen grain will be fall on the stigma, but the stigma here it is non-receptive. They won't receive. So here the anther will be mature first. So the anther will be mature first, but the stigma of the same flower, or stigma of the same flower, which is a non-receptive. So that is about the protoandry. So it is the example for this sunflower and the cotton. Protogyny means here the anther first matures, right? Here what will happen? The stigma of the carpels mature earlier than the anther. So it is just vice versa. So here the stigma will matures than the anther. So that is about the protogyny. So the examples for this is Mirabilis jalapa. which is also called as 4 o'clock plant. Understood? So, protogyny. Next is heterostyle. So here what will happen in heterostyle? So the size and the length of the stamen and the style will be different size. So the style and the stamen, they have a different size to avoid the self-pollination. So to avoid the self-pollination, what will happen here? The style and the stigma have a different size and the length of the stigma will be differ from one flower. So that is why that phenomena which is called as heterostyle. So for this, it is an example for this is a jasmine. So heterostyle is nothing but, so in certain flowers they have a different, so they have a different size and the length of the stamen and the stigma are varies, so are differ. So that condition, that phenomena which is called as heterostyle. Next is hercogamy. So what do you mean by hercogamy? So this is nothing but they are nothing but the barriers. So they are nothing but the barriers. So these barriers, what will happen? So which will prevent the self-pollination. So anatomically the anther and the stigma will be fall, right? The pollination will be occur. So there will be anatomically there will be a barriers. So that conditions we called as hercogamy. So we can see this one in the Calotropis. So these are the outbreeding devices which will encourage the cross pollination and they will avoid the self-pollination. To avoid self-pollination, the flowers have been adapted themselves. They have been adapted themselves to outcome the self-pollination. They have enhanced the cross pollination. So these are the things which is very much important for the point of the exam.